welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Karina Joy, and I talk about books on this channel. Although today I am going to be talking about the puzzle that I'm doing right now. Okay, so this is going to be a new, not really series, I guess. Something I want to do every time I start a puzzle. Puzzles have been this huge part of my life. When we would go to my grandparents' house as a kid, we would do puzzles as a family. So I remember doing puzzles with my grandparents, my aunts and uncles, and even to this day, my dad and I love to sit down and do puzzles together. If we're going to spend time together, puzzles is what I want to do and what he wants to do. So I haven't done them in a really long time because I've had kids and they tend to destroy puzzles. And so for Mother's Day, I asked for this amazing puzzle portfolio, and my husband got it for me. So I have been enjoying doing puzzles more often because I can pack my puzzle up, put it under my bed, and I can work on it when I want to, and when I'm not working on it, I don't have to worry about the kids destroying it. So puzzles have become a part of my life again, and I'm super, super excited about it. And I wanted to show you what I've been doing. So I'm going to share with you the puzzle I'm working on, and I've literally just started it. And then I will also tell you the books that I'm listening to while I do puzzles, or while I'm working on this puzzle. And yeah, I thought it'd be fun. So here we go. Okay, so this is the puzzle I'm working on this time. This is a puzzle by Good. And what's really cool about this puzzle is that the pieces are wooden. I don't know if you can really tell. Plus, I really, really love illustrations that are fantasy-esque, and this I loved. So that is the puzzle that I'm doing now. What I will do, I'm not sure if I can link the Amazon link to it below, but if I can, I will. But, okay, so I did get this on Amazon. If I can link it, I will. But if not, you can search Good, and the puzzle's name is Boundless. And I paid $13.99 for this, which I thought was fantastic. For a puzzle that is wooden and the pieces kind of click together, it makes me happy. You get a full-size poster, which I don't really like. It's perforated. I wish it wouldn't have been perforated, but whatever. I'm not going to hang it up, so it is what it is. But if you wanted to hang it up, I don't see how you could because it's perforated, so I don't know. But anyway, that is the puzzle that I am working on right now. And lately I have really, really been enjoying Scribd. And the reason why is I love Hoopla because it's free, but you can only get 8 books a month, and that's just not good enough for me. So I really love Scribd. I think it costs like $10.99 a month or something like that. It's really close to that. And you get unlimited books, ebooks, audiobooks, podcasts, all of that. I'm not sponsored. I just really love it. So while I am doing a puzzle, I love to listen to audiobooks. So I thought I would tell you the audiobooks that I'm listening to right now. So right now I'm listening to Thorn, and this is a fantasy novel by Intisar Kanani. It's probably really wrong, and I'm sorry. This is a fantasy retelling of Goose Girl. Now, I have never read the Goose Girl, the original story, and I honestly didn't know this was a retelling until I was like in the middle of it. But so far, I have really enjoyed it. So I don't know how much to say because I don't want to give any spoilers away. But basically, this girl, her name is Princess Alira. She is not liked by her family because in the past, a prominent woman in the community decided to steal something and blame it on a servant. And she took up for the servant and proved that that woman is the one that stole something. And so her family does not like her for that. They think she's stupid. They even call her stupid. Her brother is very abusive. And so they're ready to get rid of her. So when a king from another nation says, hey, we would like to take your daughter and marry her with our son, they're ready to get rid of her. And so in the midst of all that, she finds out that that kingdom has had kind of a weird history that nobody really understands. The queen died a year earlier and it's mysterious. And so the king ends up taking a liking to her and he puts his guards on her because he realizes that her brother is abusive. And so his guards are able to protect her the whole time he's there from her brother. And at one point, she ends up getting confronted by a sorceress. And the sorceress wants her to betray the prince that she's about to marry, or basically lose her life. And she decides that she doesn't want to do that. And so things go down. And I don't want to say a lot more because I feel like it'll ruin it, but it is pretty good so far and I am enjoying it and I can't wait to see what happens. Okay, now you may wonder, why is she listening to more than one audiobook? And it's because I am an extreme book nerd and I can't just read one book or listen to one book. Books are my entertainment, so it's a lot like TV for me. I don't watch a ton of TV, but if you think about it, there's very few people that I know that just stick to one TV show and that's it. And that's kind of how I feel about books. If I'm not in the mood for one, I'm going to read another one. Although these two books are pretty similar. But I have a list of kind of like short reads in my Scribd account where I've put books that I can pretty much finish in a day through reading it on audio at double speed. And so I just have a list of those. If they're 5 hours and under, if I have a day where I don't have a whole lot, I could listen to that while I'm doing chores and everything and get that book done in a day. So that's where this book comes from. It's on my quick reads list. And so I started reading it the other day while I was doing my puzzle. And it is The Castle Corona by Sharon Creech. This is a story of, you're following the royal family and you're also following two children that are servants to a man who doesn't treat them very well. And they all want different things in their life. And so the king has become disenchanted with his life, and most of the things he does, he doesn't want to do. And he really was wanting a different life. Same thing with the princess and the two princes and the queen. They just kind of are bored with their lives, even though they live in a palace and all of that. And then the two slave children are obviously wanting to live a different life because they are being mistreated. And so one day this person runs into them and drops a satchel, and they pick it up. And later on, a guard from the castle comes through and says, "Hey, did you see anything? Did you find anything?" And they didn't know what to say, so they didn't tell him that they found this satchel. And he tells them, if you find anything that looks like this, you need to take it to this woman that lives in the town. And so they decide that they don't want to take it just yet because they're not sure what it is, and they're not sure if they want to give it up. And essentially, that is something that was stolen from the palace. So far, I don't know what it is, and I probably wouldn't tell you even if I did, because I feel like it's a big plot point in the book, and I don't want to spoil anything. But as far as Sharon Creech's books go, I usually really, really love her books. She has this cadence about them that, like, she knows how to write it in such a way that while you're reading it, or while the narrator for an audiobook is reading it, you can hear the emotions in the people. And I just always loved her books. And so I'm enjoying this one. But yeah, it's very similar to the other book I'm reading, but I'm okay with that. So anyway, that is my puzzle talk about all the things that I'm doing as far as puzzling goes. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. Comment down below with something you enjoy to do while you're listening to audiobooks. I know that a lot of people love to do other hobbies while they're listening to audiobooks, or even just housework. Sometimes I do listen to audiobooks while I'm doing laundry, because it just helps the work go by quicker and gives me something to do while I'm doing it. So let me know what you're listening to. Let me know what you like to do while you're listening to audiobooks. And I guess I'll see you in the next video.